this ain't what you want. I figured out what it is, and I won't let go. Brent Fires is just playing in my head right now. As I go into this new moon in Scorpio, welcome. Thank you for listening. Please like and share and all them things there. And if you're interested in getting a reading from me, Retro J, aka JSOTERIC, aka Just Jacob. Many names to come in the future as I discover many more layers and dimensions to myself and through my flaws as I go within. Your flaws is your layers. You need to embrace that shit. But anyway, stop being jumpy. This is for the new moon of Scorpio, which is occurring UK time about, I think, like 7:30, around 7:30 a.m. on the 5th of November. So depending on where you are in the world, like, obviously it's going to change for you based on your time. But yeah, it's occurring at 12 degrees Scorpio. Obviously a new moon is about the sun and moon being in the same space. So they're adjacent to each other. It's not really an aspect. They have the same perspective. So there's nothing blocking their vision. There's nothing getting in the way of what you feel and what you want to show, what you want to express, what you want to create, what you want to alchemize. Big word for Scorpio energies, since so much depth. Scorpio is a fixed water sign, so there's so much depth of emotion, so much pure energy for Scorpio to work with and to transmute. Scorpio literally represents a void of energy. That's why Scorpio could be the most powerful sign as well. This is where Scorpio and Aquarius are similar, because Aquarius represents space. We're in space right now. I'm in space right now. Space between you, me, we're in space. We all got our own solar system. We all got our own 360, all that shit. But Scorpio is the essence of a space. Yeah, it's the energy and the pure energy of a space kind of thing. It encompasses everything. It's in everything. Because if you really think about it, shout out to Dolo, everything in this world came from water, from cyclical happenings and transitions. For transitions to happen, for transits to happen, for cycles to happen, it has to be a watery influence. Where Aquarius holds the space, and that's why it's known as the water bearer. The energy being poured out, that's where the water signs come in, you know what I mean? But Scorpio kind of already existed, type of shit. And Aquarius already exists as well. This is why Scorpio is like godly in a sense, you know what I mean? But besides that, Scorpio energy is what space is filled with. Yeah, that's what I was saying. And water has different densities, I guess. Yeah, water has different densities. And Scorpio is water on every level, where I guess air is a lighter version of, it's still watery, it's flowy and all of that shit. It's just a lighter version of the physical waters that we have here. I guess Scorpio is a denser version of water, I guess. And the air signs would be a more, a lighter version of it. But anyway, besides that, like I said, it's the essence of a space that we're tapping into right now with this new moon. But this is a second, like, full moon, new moon, like cosmic event where the reverse is kind of taking place, where in an Aries full moon, Aries is all about new beginnings, starting anew, starting fresh, seeing things in a new way, feeling yourself in a new way, you know, new motivation, initiative, take initiative to start something new. to pave a way forward, I guess, when there is no way forward being made for you. So you got to do it yourself. You got to rely on yourself. And now and that was a point of releasing, though. You're releasing that energy out. That energy of, this is who the fuck I am. This is what I stand for. This is my individuality. This is where I'm going now. Take it or leave it, you know? But yeah, it was like there was like a cosmic, like, what's a cosmic gun that let off during the Aries full moon? You know what I mean? Like, cool, fire your horses kind of thing. Like, go now, get set, go type shit. Now, and see who's still racing beside you as you go, as you be yourself. Now, this new moon in Scorpio is about dumping shit, releasing shit, But this is a new moon, so it's a new way of approaching dumping, a new way of approaching transformation, a new way of approaching death, a new way of seeing it, a new way of feeling into it, a new way of alchemizing it. That's what to expect from this. So it's not the most, well, new energy in general can bring uncomfortable energies because you don't know what's happening. So all possibilities can take place. Plus, this new moon is at a Pisces degree. But Pisces is the swimmer. Pisces is the flow. It goes with the current, you know what I mean? Where Cancer starts the current. No, not my video. No. Please answer it. I'm not turning this video off, so answer that. Anyway, Pisces flows with the current. Cancer starts the current, you know what I mean? The wave. And then Scorpio is the essence of the current on the wave or whatever. It's the essence of it, regardless. It's the stillness of the water. It's still waters, fixed waters. It's a fixed water sign, so that's why it deals with ice, being ice cold as well. Like having so much emotional depth to you. Please don't interrupt me. Oh. Go on. Be quiet, please. I'm doing a video. I'm doing a video. I'm doing it right now. Just hurry up, please. We've got 10 minutes. Okay, cool. What was I saying? So, yeah, this is a new way to approach being in the deep end, I guess. You know? Imagine yourself as a swimmer through this new moon. What do you want to create new in your life? From being in the middle of the ocean with no one else to rely on, I guess. You might feel like you have nothing, you know, you feel like you're lacking something. But really and truly, you have everything. You're in the midst of everything. What are you going to create out of that? What are you going to do with those deep waters welling up within? Those toxins that can accumulate from being in the deep end or from being in the middle of the sea or being beneath the sea, I guess. Yeah, okay. Now, based on what I wrote, because I'm only trying to be here for 10 minutes, hopefully I'm painting a picture that people can resonate with, you know what I mean? Because I'm talking to the collective here. I'm not specifying like houses and aspects and all of that. Although there's a T-square between Uranus retrograde. A T-square is two planets opposing and then them both being squared by one sign, by one planet or whatever. The two planets opposing each other are the new moon in Scorpio opposing Uranus and Taurus, and then both of them are squaring Saturn and Aquarius. Uranus and Taurus is retrograde, Saturn and Aquarius is direct. It went direct a few, like a couple of weeks ago or whatever. But anyway, T-squares are, it's like, imagine the opposition being like a battery charging up on both sides, on two sides, and then a square is like, it's like, imagine them being like they're charging up a catapult to go at the square aspect, which is the focal point of the aspect, which is the Saturn and Aquarius. Saturn and Aquarius represents being in your own world while still being a part of a greater whole, while still being a part of a community, being an individual while still being a part, you know what I mean? Having your own space, but being having integrity and building structure, building boundaries in your own space from your own mentality while still honoring what you're a part of, the society that you're in, the world that you're in. So that's where the conflict is. But this charge up between what we have, what we uniquely possess, Uranus and Taurus, retrograde from the past, things that we've always had, like even in past lifetimes that is rare to you, that no one else can have, is maybe unique to your bloodline, to your in your genes and your genetics, or yeah, shit like that. That's maybe family heirlooms, things that's been passed on, but it's like yours. It's yours. Like there's no underlying motives or whatever. It's yours. And then this new moon is like this dark space, like this dark energy. What are you gonna do with it? What are you gonna do with this feeling of this unknown energy, this pure essence? Remember, I'm writing like, I'm thinking this energy is representing like combining what you lack with what you uniquely have and benefiting and bringing them together so you can add that to the world that you're in. You know, while still having your own space. I feel like sometimes it's like, it's beneficial to dive into your dark side or into your feelings of lack, because it gives you an extra sense of motivation to use your fears, to maybe even use things that you've read or you detach from, or that you, yeah, like it's more like demonic, even demonic to you, but like that can still be used to add to what you've accumulated uniquely, that's yours, and it's gonna be there forever. It's always gonna be beneficial. It's always gonna accumulate. But even that can get boring. Even that can get annoying. You know what I mean? Sometimes we need to go into the dark side just to embrace the unknown. You know what I mean? Yeah. Sometimes we need to shake things up in the worlds that we're in. Sometimes you need that. You need that. You need that. But hopefully that makes sense, you know. But from what I wrote, this new moon in Scorpio comes with new energies to merge with others, because Scorpio rules shared resources. What is dealing with this opposition is dealing with what you uniquely possess and what you newly feel like you lack when you're coming into a space that where it is what you make. It's whatever you make out of it, kind of thing. It doesn't. It's not picking sides. All that you get taken with the current, kind of thing. It is what it is. You make what you want to make out of it as you're stepping into it. But just remember that what you have, someone else doesn't have it, you know? And what someone else lacks, you have. Or what someone else has, you might lack it. Bring that together and make magic. Make magic and add that to your world, because it can actually be very beneficial, and add an extra pillar, add extra support to that community. But anyway, or to that world, to that space. This new moon comes with new energies to merge with others' values, valuables, possessions, talents, gifts, and use them to reach deep desires, you know, and fuel transformation and manipulation / power over our shadow side. The coding in this new moon is the Pisces energy, the 12th degree energy, which is about being naked and vulnerable and swimming and going with the universe and following a higher innate calling, you know what I mean? Following divine timing. I wrote Pisces is a fluid, flowy, and messy. That's why the opposite is Virgo. You've got to clean up the mess, you know what I mean? Virgos can be messy. Pisces can be clean too. Anyway, Pisces is a fluid, flowy, and messy water sign. So in the background, its influence suggests an undertone of divine timing, submitting to a higher calling, and feeling music. Yeah, it deals with musicality, sounds and vibrations, transcendent intimacy. Yeah, this comes with transcendent intimacy with our shadows that can be internally freeing for a whole collective. Like there could be a bunch of people that you associate with, and you guys are building something, but like everyone's restricting being their true selves and dumping what they really want to dump. And it's like, there's benefits to that shit. Like, really break through, make that breakthrough. You're still going to be valued for your authenticity, you know what I mean? Uranus and Taurus, value your authenticity, value your quirks, value what makes you alien. Bring that forth. Even if it might be a little intimidating for others, you know what I mean? But it remind them that they got shadows too, and that all this surface level stuff is not always the most authentic, you know what I mean? Anyway, I hope that made sense for someone. Letting those fears all run out so true intimacy, Scorpio deals with fears as well. Letting those fears all run out so true intimacy can be achieved while still maintaining your unique properties and values. Perhaps some should be mindful of how much you submit to your deep emotional longings for balance sakes as well, so you don't forget what you do possess and don't get overly immersed in other people's energies. What do I write next? Balance sakes. It's also about new ways of feeling into and alchemizing wastage. This is all Scorpio: wastage, dumps, toxins, and bowel movements / unwavering gut feelings you can't ignore and have to use your survival instinct to take power and control over, as it threatens to possibly destroy internal foundations. Being receptive to new ways of releasing. This also comes with being receptive to new ways of releasing toxins inside you while still separating the rare gifts that came from that. That came from you sinking and diving into yourself and other people and what makes them tick, you know what I mean? It also comes with new resurrections and revivals as well. I feel like this energy comes with a new changing of the guard as well in a certain space, in a certain community. in a certain world. Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's it.